Did you catch the latest SpaceX launch? It was quite the spectacle. On a picturesque Sunday, SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket roared into orbit from Pad 40 at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. The launch window opened at 4 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, but due to an inaugural launch of United Launch Alliance's Vulcan rocket from the neighboring pad, the actual launch time was pushed to 5:35 in the evening. The Falcon 9, in all its glory, carried the next batch of 23 Starlink satellites for SpaceX's space-based internet service. The sheer power of this launch was not the only thing that made it remarkable. This launch was a race against time. The rocket was only raised upright on the launch pad around 1 in the afternoon, leaving crews racing to meet the new target launch time. But the SpaceX team, known for their relentless pursuit of innovation and efficiency, did not disappoint. The Vice President of Launch announced on the social media network X that this was a new Falcon record for total time from hangar rollout to launch, 6 hours and 33 minutes to be precise. The company has set a lofty goal of launching 144 Falcon missions this year, and they are off to a promising start, having already flown 3 successful missions in 2024. The first stage booster supporting this flight was tail number B1067. This was its 16th flight, making it just the 4th booster to reach that milestone. Only 3 other boosters have a longer flight history that are still in use after B1058 was unintentionally destroyed during the recovery process. With this launch, SpaceX has set a new Falcon record for total time from hangar rollout to launch. Quite impressive, isn't it? This launch not only pushed the boundaries of what we thought was possible, but it also left us eagerly anticipating what the future holds for SpaceX and the world of space exploration. Now let's talk about the first stage booster supporting this flight. Tail number B1067, ladies and gentlemen, has just made its 16th flight. This is no small feat. It has now become the 4th booster to reach this milestone, joining a select group of high-performance boosters. Let's take a moment to appreciate this. Boosters, as you might know, have a tough job. They're the workhorses of rocket launches, shouldering the burden of propelling payloads into space. They endure intense heat, pressure and vibrations, yet they're designed to be used again and again. So when a booster reaches its 16th flight, it's a testament to its resilience, its design, and its engineering. It's a testament to the team that built it and maintains it. B1067 is now part of an elite club. It joins boosters B1060 and B1061, both with 17 flights under their belt, and B1062, also with 17 flights. These boosters have all proven their worth time and time again. They've launched crucial missions. They've withstood the rigors of space travel, and they've returned to do it all over again. However, it's not just about the number of flights. B1067, along with B1060 and B1061, also holds the distinction of launching 2 Crew Dragon spacecraft each during their lifetimes. That's another feather in their caps. With this launch, B1067 has joined the elite club of boosters with the highest number of flights. The excitement didn't stop at the launch itself. As the Falcon 9 rocket roared into the sky, it was time for the first stage booster, B1067, to make its way back to Earth. This was a journey it had undertaken 15 times before, each one as critical as the last. The booster, a testament to SpaceX's commitment to reusability, had a precise destination, a drone ship whimsically named a Shortfall of Gravitas. 8.5 minutes after liftoff, B1067 touched down on the drone ship, marking its 16th successful landing. This was the 56th successful booster landing on this particular drone ship, further validating SpaceX's approach to sustainable space travel. But the mission was far from over. The Falcon 9 still had a precious cargo to deliver, 23 Starlink V2 mini-satellites. These satellites, part of SpaceX's ambitious project to create a space-based internet service, were destined for orbit. Just over an hour into the flight, the moment everyone had been waiting for arrived. One by one, the satellites were successfully deployed into their respective orbits. Each deployment was a carefully choreographed dance, a testament to the precision and reliability of SpaceX's technology. With the successful landing of B1067 and the deployment of the Starlink satellites, SpaceX had once again demonstrated its capabilities. This was not just another launch, it was a step towards a future where space is accessible and sustainable. The successful landing and deployment marked another important achievement for SpaceX. SpaceX isn't slowing down anytime soon. In fact, their next mission, the Starlink 7 10 flight, is just around the corner. This mission is set to launch from Space Launch Complex 4 East, also known as SLC-4E at Vandenberg Space Force Base. The launch window for this mission is expected to open around 9 in the evening Pacific Standard Time, which translates to midnight Eastern Standard Time, or 5 in the morning Coordinated Universal Time on January 9th. As with all of SpaceX's missions, the Starlink 7-10 flight is highly anticipated. However, SpaceX has been uncharacteristically tight-lipped about the specifics of this mission. They have yet to announce the number of Starlink satellites that will be on board the flight. There's also speculation about whether there will be more of the new Starlinks that feature direct-to-cell functionality. This feature allows the satellites to connect directly to cell phones, a significant step forward in space-based internet services. Following the Starlink 7-10 mission, SpaceX has another Starlink delivery mission scheduled from Cape Canaveral on January 13th. These back-to-back missions underscore SpaceX's commitment to expanding its space-based internet service, Starlink. The Starlink project aims to provide high-speed internet across the globe, particularly in remote areas where connectivity is currently limited or non-existent. In addition to these upcoming missions, there's also buzz around SpaceX's Starship rocket. Just over a week ago, SpaceX founder Elon Musk hinted at an upcoming company talk that would include updates on the Starship rocket. This would mark the first substantial update on this pivotal launch program since the second integrated flight test launched from Starbase in southern Texas in November. With these upcoming launches, SpaceX continues to push the boundaries of space exploration. They are not just launching rockets, they are revolutionizing our relationship with space and technology. And as always, we will be watching with bated breath as they continue to reach for the stars. But what does the future hold for SpaceX, you might wonder? Well, let's delve into some recent announcements that give us a glimpse into the exciting times ahead. Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX, has always been one to keep us on our toes, and recently he dropped some intriguing hints about what's to come. Just over a week ago, he took to his social media site and disclosed that he would be giving a company talk to SpaceX employees to celebrate their achievements in 2023 and to outline the plans for the year ahead. Now, what's particularly interesting about this is that Musk mentioned updates on the company's Starship rocket. For those who may not know, Starship is the next-generation spacecraft that SpaceX is developing with the ambitious goal of making life multiplanetary. It's a fully reusable vehicle designed to carry both crew and cargo to Earth orbit, the Moon, Mars, and beyond. The last significant update we had on this pivotal launch program was back in November, during the second integrated flight test launched from Starbase in southern Texas. So it's safe to say that any news about Starship is eagerly anticipated. Musk hinted that this talk would likely take place on Thursday, January 11th. If this goes ahead, it'll be a significant event marking the first substantial update on Starship since last year. It's this relentless innovation and pursuit of the extraordinary that makes SpaceX a trailblazer in the space industry. The Falcon 9 launches and Starlink satellite deployments are impressive feats in their own right, but the Starship program represents a whole new level of ambition. It symbolizes the company's long-term vision of a future where humans are an interplanetary species. As we look forward to more updates from SpaceX, it's clear that the sky is not the limit for this pioneering company. From launching rockets into orbit to developing a spacecraft that could potentially take us to Mars and beyond, SpaceX continues to redefine what's possible. And as we step into a new year, we can only imagine the incredible achievements that lie ahead.